And welcome once again to Community Viewpoint. I'm John Pollock, once again your host. The last segment we talked about the event that's happening on April 19th. It's the Easter event / Earth Day event. We're going to be talking to someone else about another event that's coming up in May. Happens to be one of our county commissioners, Dan Shinhofen. And I welcome you back here. Thanks. This is not your first time.
No, thanks. So.
It's comfortable being with you. You talk to us, you explain things to us. I'm on the Nuclear Waste and Environmental Advisory Board, and that's your specialty while you're on a commissioner for the Nye County. So we've had a lot of interaction because of nuclear issues, but we ain't talking about that tonight. We're talking about the Wild West Extravaganza and Bluegrass Festival. These are two items that have come together. The first one is the Wild West Extravaganza. That was, I don't know how many years it's been around, 8, 9, 10 years?
17, they said.
Is that long? No. Okay.
Yeah,
Bob Baker?
17.
Bob Baker's been gone since, I believe, 2011. Mm-hmm. This is in honor of him. Dan, you started the
Acoustic Grass Music Festival.
Right.
This would have been 7 years.
Oh, that long too?
Yeah,
God.
it has been.
Yes.
Yeah, time flies.
Yes, and that began over at the VFW, was it?
Yeah, it did, and it's all thanks to the VFW. We couldn't have done it all these years without them. And when I began talking with the Wild West Extravaganza to move from fall to join us in the spring, mm-hmm. I went to the current commander, Tom Vick, and asked him, is that okay with you? Because they were the main sponsor of the Acoustic Grass Music Festival. So, and they all agreed, and so now instead of being in the fall, Wild West will be in the spring. We'll provide the music. I told them that I had a hard time getting vendors together and doing and these guys had a good committee together that knew how to run all that stuff. And I said, you run that and I'll do the music.
Well, it's a good marriage, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's worked. I think it's going to work. We'll see how it works come May 2nd through the 4th. Mm-hmm. But we got a lot of good bands coming in out of the desert from Las Vegas, Stuck in Reverse, from Arizona, from Utah, Stillhouse Road, a folk group from Vegas, Wandering Woods. We got some local people. Mike Hickey playing Friday. Paul Hogan's playing Friday. I'm going to play Friday at 2 or 3. Dean West is going to play Friday night.
Oh, okay.
So that's the first day is not bluegrass. It's country. It's folk. It's a mix of things. And then Saturday, Sunday is all the bluegrass groups.
Oh, okay. But bluegrass is an offshoot of country also. We were going over the definition, so it's go look it up yourself on Wikipedia.
It's a good.
It's jamming, jam band type music for the bluegrass, and it'll be a lot of fun. And you've got a lot of things happening during that event.
Oh yeah,
too.
There's lots of things going on. Before I forget, we still have the wheelbarrow full of beer that we'll be giving away Sunday afternoon.
Oh, that's
and
right.
And we'll have drawings for that. It's the only bluegrass festival that does a wheelbarrow full of beer.
Yeah.
But there's the Boomtown Old Western Town replicas, a melodrama, of course, which is Rowdy Joe and the Lost Prospector's Mine. Or it's Gold Out There, I think that's the other one that might be shown.
Cute.
Then they'll have a Sunday or Saturday night, they'll have a dinner show where you can buy dinner and see the show. There's a youth rodeo. Sin City mounted shooters are going to be there. Children's games, historical reenactments, deep pit barbecue, Civil War weapons display, Native American Village, Pony Express event. Get involved in that if you want to ride. They offered me to ride, and I told them I'd be in traction. Thank you, no. Horseman events, Crazy Legs competition, and, of course, the outhouse race. I'm trying to get our other 2 commissioners to join me in building an outhouse for the outhouse race. But we'll see. They haven't said so yet. It's going to be at Petrick Park, May 2nd through the 4th.
So if you're going to have the kids doing the horses and stuff, you're going to have the arena?
Yeah, the arena is set up for it's a junior rodeo situation, so that's fun. I think they wrestle sheep and stuff, and it's a ride sheep or something. I don't know.
Sorry, I had a visual there.
Yeah. Again, I'm not involved in any of. I set up the music. They do the whole event, so they deserve all the credit for all these things that are going on. I was lucky to get Solar Reserve and First Solar, and myself, we put the money together to pay for all these bands. So that's all paid for. So when we do a raffle, it's to raise money for the VFW. That's one raffle. There'll be other things too to raise money for other events and for next year's music. So
Interesting. So this is the first time this all. Wait, did Wild
Yep.
Wild West was? Where were they before? It's Saddle West.
they were at Saddle West last year. They were at Petrick Park. That was their first year.
Okay.
And that was one of our negotiating points. I wanted to continue to be at the I. They wanted to be at the park, and because they're having the rodeo, that won out.
Yeah.
And this, to me, is a good marriage of two events and two groups that don't think that this is their kingdom and they don't want to share with anybody. We were both saw the value to the community to join together.
Right.
So.
And May will be the perfect time of the year. It's a little bit easier to dictate the weather or to figure it out.
May not get snow.
Right. So, and in a couple of weeks we'll have Paul Elefante talking about this also to promote it as it gets a little bit closer also. But so this is, and you said you're doing this for how many years?
Would be the seventh year for the Bluegrass Festival.
Right, and it was a little bit. I'm sorry, it was a little bit more dusty over at the
Oh,
PFW
it was.
too.
It was, yeah, and it was convenient there, and that's why we started it there. And it was smaller, and each year it's gotten a little bit bigger. I think this will be a very full event,
Right,
for all sorts of reasons.
Yes. So we're on the grass there. We have the arena for the rodeo. There's seating over there, so it's great. It'll be a great event. And what else do we have over there? We have children's games. You have Pony Express. What's with the Pony Express? I forgot.
The Pony Express ride is a ride that starts, and I'm not sure of all of it. One year it started in Crystal, and they rode all the way through some back areas, and then end up at the park.
I think
they bring in.
Paul will tell us more about it. I think you can get stamped envelopes from the chamber and other places.
Yeah, there's all sorts of things. There'll be goodies in the bags if you join in the ride. There'll be free giveaways. We're going to give each rider will get a drawing ticket for the wheelbarrow full of beer. So just in case.
Right. Just in case.
But you have to be there to win, and we'll draw at about 2:00 on Sunday.
Okay.
So come on out, and a great band's going to finish up the event out of the desert. They're also the headliner for Saturday night.
Okay, great. So the times on these?
I got on all the events. There's no times here, but there will be a flyer trifold available when you get to the event.
Okay.
That'll show you which band's playing when, which event is happening when. They're very organized, so it's real good because I was kind of hit and miss on this.
Right. So we saw the poster up there too. It's a nice looking poster, nice blue background. We'll be seeing these around town, I'm sure, the chamber and a lot of other places, Petrick Park, the town office, I'm sure, the county offices. So that'll be on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th at Petrick Park, and that'll be an all-day event until the sun goes down?
Yeah, well, actually, I think they're going to go past dark because we got the lights in the field.
Okay.
7:00 is when our headliners play each on Friday and Saturday. Dean West will play at 7 till whenever on Friday, and Out of the Desert will start playing at 7:00 Saturday.
Oh, great.
Finish up around 9 probably.
Yeah, there'll be a full day then. So that's great, yeah. So that's the Wild West Extravaganza in Bluegrass, now the Bluegrass Festival, May 2nd through the 4th. And anything else happening that's interesting for us out here that
there's always something interesting happening.
What's good happening?
What's good happening? We got so many new businesses that are starting to break ground and looking to locate here. Good things. You get inundated with all the negative. It's hard to remember when something good's coming along. But there's always something good. The people who stepped up and filled up the eggs, for that event.
Yes.
And I found that real interesting. And the solar ovens seemed interesting to me until you said they can't fry food, and that's one of the main food groups for me.
I know.
So I was disappointed.
Yeah, they're. I cooked something earlier this week. It took a couple hours. I just put some small red potatoes and onions in there, and I had made that with something later in the evening. I left it in there for 2 hours, and I got to take it out, and they're all done.
Yeah.
You just forget it, and it's done. You can't burn it.
Yeah, I'm not completely anti, those things. I have a solar water heater. I was real excited about Bright Source, but the environmentalists shut that down so far,
Yes.
which I don't get.
Yeah, so they're there were some issues over there. I don't want to get into that either,
Yeah.
pros and cons. But yeah, there's a
Right.
lot of things happening. It seems like the dam is broke as far as people looking at us and saying, I think I want to relocate. Even places that were here before, the China Walk is just like quadrupling.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's going to be much bigger.
Yeah.
It'll be easier to get in and out at lunch.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah. Well, bring your extra white pants too, so you can get in.
There's a big 5 sporting goods going in, and
Yes.
they're going to be breaking around. Another dollar store, of course. And the commercial aspect of the raceway, once that's all released, you'll see some great things going in out there.
Yeah, I don't want to say they're exploding in a bad way, but they're exploding in a good way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're bringing more people out to this area, bringing them out at least out of Vegas, and they'll say, well, let's go another 5 minutes, let's go into Pahrump. And that's basically in our valley here.
Right, and the jobs that brings too.
There's going to be a lot of jobs, folks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So between that and the people that I work for with AmeriCorps, the Nye Community Coalition, we'll be working with the Spring Valley, Spring Mountain to help you find jobs also. But yeah, we're doing a lot of good things are happening, and here's a sore spot. The pond, the duck pond, is holding water now.
Yeah, the duck pond's good.
Yes.
No, since we had the first fiasco with it, but cooler heads prevailed, and we did something different, and it's working out well. It's much cleaner now too.
And there's beautiful benches over there,
Right.
and it's a place to go to relax, and it's cool, and there's the nice little walkways in there.
A lot of dogs. A lot of people bring their dogs out there, and we have dog stations, a couple of them with
Yeah, we're
baggies
civilized,
for people.
yes,
and
yes.
so it's a nice park area like it was originally supposed to be.
Yeah, so that's come about in a good way too. So I thank the commissioners. Maybe not you in particular.
No,
You're
no.
one of them, but
No. Again, we don't do anything ourselves. It's a joint effort.
Right.
Right.
So we'd like to thank the county for that because that's your property, and the people with the vision. We appreciate that. And we're out of time. So thank you very much. Remember May's 3rd, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th
Second, third, and fourth.
at Petrick Park.
Starts about 2 in the afternoon Friday.
Yes. So we'll see you there. Thank you.
Thank you.